So it was not unusual for people to come by the house on Sunday after church for dinner because Sister Brenda, my mom, was known to be a good cook. And there was some that came on a regular basis, but there was this one fella who started to come, more often, and not just on Sundays, but started popping up during the week. And this one particular day, he came by, and I was in my room, and I decided that my bed would also be a very good trampoline, and I was jumping and bouncing, as high as I could. I'm short, but, touching the roof, and not the roof, the ceiling, and just having a grand old time. And he came in the room and said, "Hey, stop jumping on that bed. You're going to tear the bed up. Your mama paid you good money for that bed." And I decided at that point, I did not like James Whitaker. But he kept coming, and he kept hanging around, and eventually I gave my mother away at their wedding. And he's been there ever since. And some things that I've always noticed about him that I wanted to say, first of all, is that there are times when people will say, if I had to, I'd give you the shirt off my back. But I can tell you literally that he has done that for me. Literally taken the shirt off of his back and said, "Here, you take it, you need it, and go on." And a lot of people talk a good game, but he has consistently proven his genuineness, his faithfulness, and his love for me and my sister and everybody else. He has always only ever treated us as his children, as it should be. And we love him for that. I do. Another thing about James Whitaker is that he has been, in my eyes, in my judgment, my opinion, done wrong by people in his family, in our family, in the community, in church. And he has always consistently maintained his character and his integrity in spite of. In situations where I really doubt that I would have done the same, in times where I really, if he had, taken a more direct approach and voiced his opinion and maybe taken some actions, I'd have been right next to him in support of him. But he has always chosen to take the higher path and give people a pass. And I don't know that people appreciate that about him much, but I do. It speaks to his character. It speaks to his strength of self-restraint and maintenance, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for that, and I love him for it. One last thing, and some of y'all, one in particular, may feel some type of way, but I gave my mother away at the wedding, and I hesitated. When they said, "Who gives this woman?" I hesitated, and then I eventually said, "I do." And he took her and said, "I will," and that was it. And my mother is, you know how mothers and sons are, love her beyond words, do anything I can for her. A deeply spiritual woman, sure enough saved, a well of wisdom. With all that said, she can still be a difficult woman to live with and to handle. And yet, he has done so for 25 years. I'm getting old. For 25 years and counting, and done it well. I made the joke once that if she outlived him and they had one of those color purple moments and asked her how he died, that she would have to say with a hammer in his hand, because she keeps him busy always on the go. James, fix this. James, I want that. James, James, James. Yes, honey. I enjoy watching them, and I appreciate him being the husband to my mother that he is. They're both spoiled, but I appreciate the way he handles her as only a son could say and understand. So, happy Father's Day, Dad, Papa James. Hope you have a good day. Hope she let you have a day off. And take one of them laps around the church for me on Sunday. Bye.